I would like to invite Counsellor Amiina Ali as our longest-serving Somali counsellor to say a few words about the late Somaliland president and the recent elections in Somaliland. Carry on.
Thank you.
Counsellor Ali.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This photograph I'm holding up this evening is of the late President of Somaliland, Ahmed Mohamed Mahamoud Silanya. He was one of the pioneers for the Somali national movement, which had offices here in Tower Hamlets. And they were a rebel movement that helped to liberate, very much like the war in Bangladesh and Pakistan when you had freedom fighters. He was one of our freedom fighters and the leader of our freedom fighters that liberated Somaliland in the 1990s and helped set up a stable government. And sadly, he passed away this evening. And I wanted us to remember him as a citizen of Tower Hamlets. And really, he was our Nelson Mandela in Somalia. He brought peace, and as his life as a president, he united all the different Somali clans and tribes. And in his death, again, he united people in Somaliland. And he was a really important figure in the history of Somaliland. And I wanted to make sure that this evening we remembered him and we paid respect to him. That's the first thing I wanted to say, so please, we'll come back to him after the 1 minute silence. I also wanted to quickly talk about Somaliland elections. Somaliland in the Horn of Africa is one of the most stable and peaceful countries in the Horn of Africa. And Africa, especially East Africa, has a lot of problems at the moment. But Somaliland managed to have, again, one of its most peaceful elections. And it was overseen by the leaving president, Musa Bihi, who was able to pass over to the new president, who this evening I would like us to celebrate, from the Wadani party, Abdirahman Mohamed Abdullahi Ira, who is now the new president of Somaliland. And that's one of the reasons, again, he's also somebody who has links to Tower Hamlets and links to Somali people here in Tower Hamlets. And I wanted us as a council to celebrate that, because we were the second UK council, in fact, the second kind of local government around the world that recognised Somaliland as an independent state in 2015 when I brought a motion to this council. And I also thought it was only fair that we came back again to celebrate the peaceful elections in Somaliland, and hopefully we continue working with the people of Somaliland to help them get a recognition from the national governments around the world. And I hope Tower Hamlets continues to play a part in all of that. So please, without further ado, can we have 1 minute silence for the late President Ahmed Mohamed Mahamoud Silanya. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I accepted the request to observe the 1 minute silence in the memory of late Somaliland President. I would like to now, formally invite everyone to observe that. Thank you.